Good afternoon, good people, and welcome to another episode of Montez at Midday. I am your host, Dre Montez, and I hope everyone is doing fine today. Good folks, good people out there raising the roof wherever that we possibly can raise the roof at for sure. All present and accounted for in the building, please. Good folk already. This is what I like to call Throwback Thursday, the days of yesteryear. Let's get our high fives up the way. Chest bump. Let's hug it out. Let's get in here for the real thing. Oh, let's hug each other twice. Get in there. Oh, there we go. Gotta get in there. You get your morning exercise in. Stay hydrated, my friend. Stay hydrated for sure. Thank you again for wishing a happy birthday to my buddy Mark. Again, happy birthday to you, buddy. Because yesterday he turned 43 years old. He's a grown man now. Hey, what's up, cuz? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in, cuz. What's happening? Speaking of that, if you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you. If you got the day off and we didn't get any Blizzard Storm 24 watch here in St. Louis, it just amazes me how freaked out we get about the weather. You think we're special. Try going to the South. Go to the South. You see how that weather people got. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. They just lose it sometimes. Yeah, what's going on, Mickey? How you doing, my brother from the state of Washington, as they're still reeling in the agony of defeat and losing the college football championship to Michigan for sure. But happy birthday to you. If today's your birthday, if you just became a dad or mom, congratulations. If you just got married, congratulations to you. Special shout out to my partner in crime, D, as she tied the knot up on Monday's show. If you didn't get a chance to see it, it is still out there and available for you to go to our page on Facebook, X at W2B Dre Montez, or YouTube Dre Montez. And you can check us out on TikTok as well, Dre Montez 63. This has been a very interesting 30 hours of entertainment. I don't know if you've ever played sports, coached sports, involved in sports, period. But if you've done something for more than 20 years, that speaks volumes. And the big three, you got Pete Carroll, Nick Saban, and Bill Belichick. Say what you will, say what you want. What Pete Carroll did in college was tremendous, what he did in college. Give us some hellified games at USC. Don't know the allegations of him having his name on that fax when they were gambling in the office. We're going to let that go. Don't know what the situation was, why he didn't give Marshawn Lynch the ball, but objected to have Russell Wilson throw a pick. We'll get back to that. The Legion of Boom, the people of Seattle, that team, that run that Marshawn Lynch did against the New Orleans Saints in that wild card game. The Richter scale run, as I like to call it. But what Pete Carroll did coaching in football, you have to give it up to the man. You have to. Whether you agree or disagree what he did in college, whether you agree or disagree what he did when he became the head man in charge with the Seattle Seahawks. But what a hell of a career. Hell of a career. And the fact that, what's up, Red? What's going on, boss? The fact that of the big three, Pete Carroll, Bill Belichick, and Nick Saban, I've never thought that Pete Carroll would be the one to cry. Just reflecting on his career. I mean, we always joking aside, telling these coaches, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. But what if the coaches genuinely like coaching? Those three guys love football. Love it, hands down. Love football. But Pete Carroll, hats off to you. If you're a fan of Seattle, you were a fan of USC at one time, hats off to you. But Pete Carroll did a hell of a job. Hell of a job. Hell of a job. And I tell you what about Nick Saban. his little stint in the NFL, the way he did what he did or didn't do in the NFL, we'll never know the reasons why behind that Miami situation. But on the collegiate level, I don't know if you've ever been to a collegiate football game and Nick Saban was the coach. Impactful. Had the opportunity twice when he was with LSU and, of course, when he was with Bama. But impactful, not just the teams. The way this man structured his practice, it makes you position a coach to be accountable for your job and your craft and your duties. His game plans, if you've never seen a Nick Saban documentary, I encourage you to do that today. That's your homework or something. I'm going to give you 2 documentaries to watch. One on Nick Saban and on the next coach we're going to talk about. But what Nick Saban did on the collegiate football level, those teams, those players. I went to high school with a kid that played ball at Bama when Gene Stallings was there. Big difference when my dude James Gregory went there, and he won a national championship with them. But that Bama culture, the SEC culture, is different. What he did at Bama, but he's never college football. The fact that when Bama gets beat, it's breaking news. If Bama's not in the college football playoff, it's breaking news. And it's all due to that man. It's all due to that man. The way that man runs a practice makes you want to go out there and play for him. Hands down. Next up, we got the one and only Bill Belichick. I know that name does not ring well here in the St. Louis region due to what happened in the Super Bowl. Should have changed the damn play. But what Bill Belichick did for 24 years, no comparison to 25 years I played softball, but 24 years with one franchise, whether that was a weird relationship, they understood each other or not, but Bob Kraft and Bill Belichick put together some shit. I didn't understand Bill Belichick until I watched his documentary. Right there. Right there. You never know people until you find out who they are. In that documentary, he tells you who he is, why he is that way, why he coaches that way, the hidden intangibles he puts into the game. Just over the 24 years, the weirdest plays can happen to New England. Do they ever panic? Have they ever lost their composure? Okay. The man prepares them for that in practice. He turns on the wind machine, turns the volume up real loud, intentionally tells the defense to jump off sides, tells his quarterbacks to throw an interception on purpose. Nobody does that. The way that man can break down the defense is just remarkable. Turn the volume down and watch a Patriots game. And look how detailed, and look how he looks at his coaches when something is not going the way it's supposed to go. Not according to what? The game plan. I think it's football people. Those 3 coaches. Now, we know Belichick is going to end up somewhere else. But Pete Carroll cried. Pete Carroll shed tears over this game. Nick Saban, we'll never know. We'll never know. Bill Belichick, that documentary explains a whole lot about the game of football, the way he sees it, why he coaches it that way. But wow, the craziest 30 hours in sports I've ever seen. We knew Belichick was getting fired week 10 when they were in Germany. News story broke then. But you still got to have that sit down, that final goodbye, the press conference. But I'm wondering where he's going to end up at. All kind of speculations out there. Who's going to get the biggest job out there on the planet? The cakewalk to the playoffs next year? The LA Chargers. Who's going to get that job? Who wants that job? That's a shoe-in for somebody. Or will Belichick take a couple years off and figure things out? It'd be interesting to find out. Okay, folks, how we doing today, good people? Is everyone doing fine on this Throwback Thursday edition of the show. What's up, Maggers? What's up, Counselor? How you doing today? How you folks doing today? Wow. I didn't know how I would feel discussing the big three. But after a long talk with myself, that's the respectable thing to do. They didn't do anything wrong to me. I enjoyed watching the teams that they coached compete on the collegiate level and in the NFL that these guys were a part of. I appreciate the talent that they have put in the league. And I'm wondering what's going to be the process that the Patriots go through. That's not an easy person to replace after 24 years. Who's going to go into that fire? Who wants some of that smoke? Speculation is coming out that recently fired Tennessee Titans coach Mike Vrabel could walk on in there. There's familiarity with them. They know each other. Their family won 3 Super Bowls with them. Mr. Kraft knows them. And we know how billionaires roll together. Okay. Moving right along. Not giving up. That phrase speaks volumes, man. Not giving up. I continuously hear that throughout the day. Not giving up. Not giving up. I think it's one of those phrases, if you speak it into an existence, you can really go along with that. There are a lot of key moments out there at this time and age in 2024 where I think that phrase right there, not giving up, is not utilized enough. Not giving up. It's up there when you control the moment. You control your own path, believe it or not. You are in control of you. You ever thought about that? You know you're in control of yourself. Anybody ever told you that? Has anybody ever told you that you are in control of you? Mind-boggling facts right there. Let's get through our pillars of the day. We're going to let it go. Ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete. Stay calm. It's on you. And laugh. How about that? How about that? Sports owners. What if they're right? Sports owners. What I mean, what if they're right? We can gripe, bitch, complain about the teams, the players on the teams that sports owners have accumulated through the years. And we look back on these teams, some is failure, some is success, but that's in our eyes. Have we ever thought to really take a look at what the owners are doing when they're putting these teams together? Whether we think it's the GM and president, I'm talking about the owner of the motherfucker. They're very in connection in what's going on. But we as fans sit back, well, that's a dumbass pick. But why is he on the team? Why is this and why is that? Maybe they wanted that player. I mean, if you owned a sports team, would you get the players that you wanted to play on your team? Would you ideally do that? Or would you listen to other people tell you what to do? Keep it going here. I got to hear this one here. We sit back. Well, I know I do. Especially on drafts. Any draft you watch, we all say the same thing. What the fuck are they doing? But have we really looked at their draft board? Their dream board? What's in the thought process? What's in the wheel? What's spinning the wheel? Release the mechanism is one of my phrases I like using a lot, doing that process. But that's the first thing we say when we see a pick that doesn't go the way it was supposed to go. The team not performing the way we think it's supposed to go. But according to who? Because when sports franchises lose, they're still winning in the eyes of the owner because they're winning another side of the battle. Maybe down the road, there's an interesting story about a new sporting venue. Huh? Maybe that has a lot to do with it sometimes. Look at what's going on in Buffalo. Let's follow that. Let's follow the money in Buffalo and what's going on in Buffalo. What's been going on in Buffalo the past 5 years? They've been trying to get what? A new stadium. You must win to get that. You must win to get that. So the pressure's on. But maybe sports owners are getting it right. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. It goes a long way. As on this Throwback Thursday, I'm reflecting on a whole lot of things. How the big three really impacted football the way they did. Pete Carroll, Nick Saban, and Bill Belichick. Reflecting on that. Using that phrase, not giving up, and really putting it to work, really goes into the mix. Sports owners, maybe y'all getting it right. Maybe. Can't be so quick to draw. Because I'm thinking that, what has me thinking about these sports owners, what's going on here with the St. Louis baseball Cardinals, or lack of, in so many words and phrases, the lack of movement that's been going on with the Cardinals, according to us, the fan base. It's not what we want, not what we think we want. But we got to do what? We got to let this thing play out. Got to play it out. Let's see if what it's worth. Okay. On this throwback edition of the show today, what happened to the one-night stands or the one-day stand for my day drinkers out there? What happened to the one-night stand? I don't think people have those anymore. You don't hear about it like you used to back in the day. All you hear about now is a Tinder fuck or a Christian mingle. How those sex crazed maniacs are going crazy over there. But what happened to the one-night stand? What thing can the internet take away from us now? The one thing we had out there was one-night stands. All the 90s were fantastic, weren't they? Those are the best times, man. The 90s. Oh, the one-night stands were the shit. Oh, the walk of shame. When you knew where to go, everybody had a spot they went to because they knew that the high percentage, they were going to get some ass if they went to this particular spot, this bar on that particular night or that day. You knew. Those days are gone and over with now. Cameras everywhere. Cell phones getting data. Nosy motherfuckers. But the days of the one-night stand are gone. They were fun. The 90s were fun. It's like if they ever do release it, I hope they don't release it. Freaknik. I think we ought to keep that to ourselves. Let's just keep that to ourselves. This shouldn't. Nope. If you didn't go, we shouldn't have a videotape of it. How about that? I don't think Hugh Hefner released all the fucking video parties at the Playboy Mansion, did he? Okay. So why must we release that to the public? You should have been there. Should have been there. It's one of those things you all should have been there. The days and nights of the one-night stand. Oh, my goodness. Now folks meet somebody, they get married 2 days later, they move in together the following week, and they buy a car 2 weeks later. That's where we're at right now. That's how fast-paced relationships are. They are moving. I've seen people meet on a Monday, they're living together by Saturday. I've seen it. Witnessed this with my own eyes. And then they break up and they say, I wonder what happened. Are you kidding? Did you even know his blood type? Did you know her blood type? We're in the fast-moving part of life. They don't want us to talk to each other anymore. Nobody talks on the phone. They want you to text. Everybody uses acronyms. Everybody talk text. They don't have real conversations anymore. It's like we're in 2035 or something. We're that far ahead. I never thought I would get to the point of an older person from when I was young, and I'm reflecting on that now. Now I'm starting to understand it now. The used to 2 days, back in the day, the days of yesteryear. Oh, yeah, I miss them. They were fun. The days of blasting the car radio and not being pulled over. Those days are fun, man. They're gone. Taking a joyride with your cousin, rapping all the way around 270, smoking a baseball blunt, just chilling, listening to hip hop. Those days are gone. Gone. But they're not forgotten. They're not forgotten. But in the days and the honor of the one-night stand, we miss you. Got word yesterday that my cousin, may rest in peace, Gangsta Bubs, on January 19th, going to re-release his CD. going to be an emotional day right there. January 19th, it's coming up real fast. May you rest in peace. Missing both of my cousins, my cousin John and my cousin Bubs, for sure. Well, if you didn't catch the top of the show, we talked about the three coaches that left within the past 30 hours. We had Pete Carroll, Nick Saban, and Bill Belichick. We know Belichick, will end up coaching again. We know that for sure. And we also talked about sports owners. Maybe they're right. Maybe they are. I said maybe. And also we talked about, in honor of Throwback Thursday, who remembers one night stand? Oh, man. Not the bar, son of a bitches. No, not the bar. That's what I'm putting out. Okay, folks, I'll let you get back into your day. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy this beautiful sunshine out there, as we did not get blizzard watch 24 in St. Louis, as they thought we were going to get about 18 inches of snow already in the building. All right, good folks. Thank you again for tuning into the show today. And do yourself a favor. Don't forget to appreciate the details of the day. Most importantly, thanks again. Until next time, peace. As they say in the hood, I'll holler at you later, player. And we out.